Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches come their way. It's Leonard Fournette's Jaguars going up against Miller's Texans. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Guyton. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. Akeem Hunt now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former Pitt Panther, Tom Savage.
And Tom Savage is one of those guys that when you look at him, you see the potential that's there. You get a chance to watch him practice and see him throw the football. But he hasn't had many chances to play in games, and you just wonder if given a full shot, what exactly would it look like?
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. A play fake to Miller. Now Savage. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Calais Campbell, all 6 feet 8 inches of him, signed away from Arizona in the offseason. He's going to be a mainstay, the defensive front for Jacksonville.
8 sacks last year, hoping to build off that. Those 8 sacks were just one off his career high.
Yeah, he's an excellent player, whole lot of man.
An early tough time. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Savage. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Tom Savage took over as a starting quarterback late in 2016, but got hurt, unable to play in the playoffs. But he's back entrenched as Bill O'Brien's #1 QB starting 2017. But Deshaun Watson, their #1 choice, lurking in the wings.
Here's Savage on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
When you think of the Texans, you think this is a team that likes to throw the football. In 2016, though, they weren't very good at it. 29th overall in passing, but they were 8th in rushing. So let's see if they lean on the running game to start this contest. And they're hoping to get more consistency throwing the ball downfield.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Looks to be right around the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
I'm pretty confident that at this stage of his career, Telvin Smith is very happy to not hear that he looks like he should be playing safety. When he came out of college, he was an undersized linebacker that many thought might actually swing to the defensive backfield, but he stayed at linebacker and has been a very productive player for Jacksonville. Led the team with 98 tackles in 2016.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The offense behind the chains after the infraction. It's now third down and 14.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Savage. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. Back deep for the Jaguars, Marquise Lee. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. CD, let's talk quarterbacking as the Jags come back onto the field. What do you see them doing? Bortles, Henne, they've even got Brandon Allen, who has a great first name. What do you think?
He does have an excellent first name,
got a
doesn't
good
he?
ring to it.
And he does have a way of having teams respond to him. But let's face it, it's going to come down to Blake Bortles or Chad Henne, which is a bit of a surprise considering they kind of went all in on Blake Bortles picking up his fifth-year option. But if it's an open competition, Chad Henne could sneak in there and take it because he doesn't turn the ball over that much. But let's face it, wild card time, Brandon Allen might get his shot.
6th-round pick last year out of Arkansas. Now the rookie first-rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Field, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it again with Fournette. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Bortles now to throw, and that is incomplete.
Every time you throw an incompletion, you think, boy, that's a wasted opportunity, don't you?
Yeah, because last year they were number 2 against the pass. What's this Houston defense?
And J.J. Watt is back for all of 2017. They'll be that much stronger.
Brad Nortman in his 6th year in the league on to punt it away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans take possession. Texans offense taking the field again as we start to get toward the end of preseason. Who's it going to be under center? Is it going to be Watson? Is it going to be Savage? What do you see?
It's going to be very interesting to see how it all goes down. Right now, I think Tom Savage has the advantage. He's the incumbent, and he's playing well in the preseason. In fact, he was 8 of 9 throwing the ball against New England, and accuracy is at a premium in the NFL. Deshaun Watson showing flashes, but still learning his way. 3 of 10 throwing the ball against the Patriots, but he did run in a touchdown.
But you know, fans love new shiny toys, and sometimes that mentality can eke its way over to the front office.
Yeah, I think right now Tom Savage has the advantage. I expect Deshaun Watson to have the job before the year is over.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run. The
athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it again with Miller. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down following the run. Savage from the 50. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Savage from the shotgun snap. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. A first down carry now for Miller. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now it's Savage. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now it's Savage off the bootleg. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. But that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 here. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To the air again, Savage. His throw caught right around the 6. A very solid gain of 27. So they're operating in the red zone. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, Savage. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Completes it to Lee. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 72 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defenders saw it and were able to knock it away.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
To throw again. Savage. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
All right, here we go.
They'll fake the handoff with Savage. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Shane Leckler now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First down, Bortles. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end that time, Michael Rivera. That'll bring up second down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Bortles again here on second and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Bortles on the hook up to Hearns for the Jaguar first down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Again, it's Fournette. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Brad Nordman now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Off the bootleg. Savage looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They go play action with Miller. Now it's Savage. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Operating from the gun, Savage, and he's got Miller. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a play fake, and it's Savage. And inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now it's Miller, and he's got some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
On second down, here's Miller. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
From the gun, Savage. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Novak's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
It's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Here we go now.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 60 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Carry now for Lamar Miller. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Savage trying to rally the troops and get him to the line fast. Here is Savage. Completion left side to Miller. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Savage on first. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Back to throw, Savage. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So after the sack of Savage, the Texans with a 3rd and long forthcoming.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now Savage. That escapes the sack. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Novak's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This fielded at the 2. And now running right through it. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Jaguars will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Third down, inches to go. Robinson's got nobody around him on the catch, and this goes 60 yards for the score, which takes the lead to 8. Now 2nd and 8. Campbell's got to get the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 7. Novak's going to boot it away. The kickoff return will start from the 43. And nobody can stop him on this long touchdown.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. On play action, now Bortles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll make it third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Bortles going to throw. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 18. Tom Savage and the rest of his Texans offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go.
A play fake to Miller. Now Savage. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Savage. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles now on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. No, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did
So what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Again, it's Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go!
Savage from the shotgun snap. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Savage. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Savage. Well, nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And back to the air. Savage on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing again. Savage. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Off of play action. Savage. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. After the penalty, it's Miller. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go!
Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Novak's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This is taken at his 4. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Bortles now on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is Fournette. And now running right through it. Still shedding tackles. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll fake the handoff with Savage. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action with Miller. Now it's Savage. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Savage. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Let's go back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Savage from the 50. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
We've got tight left. One tight end. One tight end. Key tight end. Here we go now.
2nd and 10. Going with Savage again. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here's Savage on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins, 39 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about four in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Bortles. It's caught right side, it turns. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. They'll run with Fournette. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They begin with a run by Miller. And that lines up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Savage now on 2nd. And Miller with it over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Savage. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll run it here with Hunt. What a spin. And he's got room. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Savage. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And the penalty now makes it 1st and 20. Savage now to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down. Savage trying to rally the troops and get them to the line fast. Now Savage. He's got Fuller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On 1st down, it's Savage. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Seven yards to go on 2nd down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. Let's go! 3-19!
Throwing again is Savage. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Completed there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing on 3rd down, it's Savage. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Shane Leckler now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, into overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. To return it is Corey Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rivera. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Bortles now on first down. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. Now Bortles again. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. Fournette, a first down carry. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Into the red zone. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Fournette. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback makes plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT. And now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Savage, first throw in overtime. Fuller brings it in over the middle. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So it'll be first down here after the run. From the gun, here's Savage. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Green 39! Green!
On second down, there's the option going left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Savage. Caught left side, Hopkins. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Where they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
First and 10, Savage. And his throw here's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Savage. Fights free at the 5. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Savage wants to throw yet again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Avery Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On now in a big spot in this ball game is the kicker, Nick Novak. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This a long one to try and keep us going in overtime. And his kick is good. A gut-wrenching moment, but he's able to bang it through from long distance. And they match an earlier OT field goal with one of their own. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
So each team's had it. Each team's put up 3. It's sudden death now, and here we go. Fielded about a yard deep. And there he goes again. The 40, the 20, 10. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return. Wins it in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long from Houston.